My content is for 13 and up or adult collectors of the product. Hello everyone, for this video, this will be the review of the Pro Series Knockout Odax. Before we continue with the video, subscribe to the channel with bell notifications on, and let me know your thoughts obviously in the comment section, and we're going to be taking a look at this little thing. So, to give you some backstory, there was the, there was the Random Layer Volume 3, and they basically, because before it was a gashapon, you'd get the layer, then after they put it in the boxes for GT, but what was really terrible from TAKARA TOMY was they split it all the way apart, so they split the chips, the weights, and the layer bases. So to actually pull the prize knockout, you would need like 24 of them if you were doing proper, or I guess like a set of them like that, just to actually pull them. And that's what honestly I think killed the random layers. I do think probably they weren't selling too well, but this one was like the nail in the coffin. So the fact we get a pro release is nice. Hopefully no teeth wear. If it does, Hasbro's trash, we already know. But either way, this is like super, super rare, I would say. Kind of like Cobra. I already opened it. I know I'm doing the thing. So hopefully it's nice. If there's no teeth wear plus, that's only a big positive. What are the other... Oh, I almost forgot. Shoot. The heavy metal pit, yeah. Oh, heavy metal hit. Octa. Yeah, Octa's not too good. 11 left, which was a recolor of left. Layer weights go. Middle orange layer, yeah. So, let's go over. Octa. I feel like Quad Drive actually did Octa just because they were doing the Pro Octa and they probably had the molder or something, I don't know. Look at the beauty. Wait, let me get my TAKARA TOMY one. How close does this look? I don't know, it's definitely a different shade of paint or whatever, you can kind of tell. I don't really mind. Looks nice. Oh, shoot, actually, you wanna know what? They give a metallic paint on here. It actually I kind of like that texture. It actually is visually different, huh? Hopefully no teeth wear. So this is what the teeth look like, so it's just saying anywhere, which I can already see it's gonna happen, so... Hasbro, please, you know, let's, Actually, I don't see anything, actually. Whoa, wait a minute. Let's be sure, because it's always the first time I say nothing, then after I look. Nada? One? Come on, if there's no wear, that's a W. Come on. There's nothing, and if there is, then it's probably pretty minor. Like, generally all of them are gonna wear worse than their original ones, but the really bad ones are like terrible for wear. So the fact that there is no wear, thumbs up. Alrighty, now part by part we have our Odax chip. So this chip is just okay. There are better chips like Dragon and Achilles for right spin. It does alright. Originally, because of how the locks were actually, on mold 1 of Imperial, it was pretty useful. Now there's not really anything that special about it. I mean, I guess I'd use it over Dragon 1 or something, but... there's no real use for it if you're talking about competitive stuff. It's just kind of in the same tier as the other ones, referencing my GT tier list I've done. And then after there, moving on to Go, more like Go Away. This weight is not good. Like at best it was kind of on Judgment, and this was specifically on Drago Valkyrie. Now the idea with the weight distribution was that since everything was pushed onto one side, it would make the thing incredibly shaky, but It doesn't really work in practice all too well. Even on the Judgment thing, it was kind of a bit of a meme combination. So the weight itself is not really good, but Hasbro had to include it, so when I am now criticizing the use of putting this weight, it's just because they had to do it. Personally, if it was me, they should have just put this on the original Judgment. That would have made a lot more sense to me. And I honestly would have been alright with the recolor of Gen. And then after we have the Knockout layer base, so I've kind of had a little bit of a love and hate relationship with it. I don't think it's really high up in tier, but honestly, it's a super solid of an attacker for GT against a typical stamina like a Lord or a Master competitive combination. It should be able to KO it really good. I always say KO with the thing because that's what I can do. Quick dash, extreme dash on blitz work very nicely. And very good at KOing. Now, actually, what was interesting was it was very compact compared to the other layer bases. So to compensate for it, they actually put metal weighting on the inside. And the reason why it's so difficult for me to tier this thing is while it's very good at KOing, it's kind of more the consistency for me. Our frame and disc choice. This is lift and 11. So 11 is not a 11 is not a good disc. They should have just done like a recolor of Blitz or Sting, but they don't really do recolors of those because Hasbro is a bunch of cheapskates when it comes to actually recolors of parts for pros. So as far as the lift frame goes, lift frame is okay. I remember it was a little bit scrapey, and I just remember it's alright. I'm pretty sure it's like supposed to be for attack or whatever, but lift doesn't have too crazy of use, and I'll show the two different modes. So when it's like this should be, I believe, more defense. So when it's like this, I'm pretty sure this should be like defense, and then after, when the triangular thing is more down, I guess that's more attack because of the contact. I want to be honest, I can't remember what's attack or defense, and I think the fact that the instructions don't even mention it is also telling to the fact that even Hasbro doesn't know what mode it is. And then after we have our performance tip, which is Octa. So for the Octa performance tip, first of all, they should have picked the gold one, but probably they picked this one that's from Slash Dragon because it was cheaper for them. But Octa was like, okay, I don't really like, I don't even think it was okay. I think it was like, the stamina wasn't really that, I don't even think it was actually a good driver, to be honest. I think it was just a rare driver and that was about it. I'm pretty sure, because I don't remember the stamina that good. I only remember that Octa was used on Judgment, I'm pretty sure, and it was like called like a danger bomb because of like the heaviness and the burst risk or whatever. Yeah, it's not really a good driver, but they did it re-release, I remember, in the Lord 3-pack because it was rare. But yeah, the driver itself is not really special. I think you could probably like put it on tact, I guess, since there's no real defensive drivers you could really use right now for Pro Series. But yeah, I mean, there's like the metal weighting, but like I remember the stamina wasn't too crazy, so. Okay, so now we're gonna do it part by part. So TT 3.2. Anything for the investors, huh? 3.2 versus 2.92. So I always make a big deal out of it because with a weight cut like that, it does definitely, for competitive players, it does matter quite a bit. If you're casual, then I guess it does. Well, I mean, why do I even mention casual? Because the whole point of Pro Series is that it's supposed to be for competitive. So I don't really like that. Go, I think this one's like 1 star, 9.27. TT is about 14.46. I'm watch 14, right? Hey, that's pretty nice. 9.13. Yeah, they should have just made it an attack combination. Should have just given it the variable dash. 13.42. And then after 62.72. So like I said before, I at least like visually, I like a little bit more of the metallic paint that they have on the thing. Yeah, there we go. This is the less scrapier thing. I remember it just lift scrapes too much. That's probably why they picked Octa or something. Either way, I'm pretty excited to do some math. Alrighty, let's try it. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. So it is extremely, yeah, it's very shaky. Honestly, it just feels like an attack type, but I don't know why they even called it stamina. And even if you want to argue the performance type, then technically this should just be a balance type because of behavior. I don't even know, whatever. Not like they're consistent on the typing. Okay, oh, there you go. KO, KO. Lost a click there. Let's try against Union. We can try again. Yeah, I'd replace the weight, but I do have to showcase it with the original stuff. Sick! Okay, we're gonna try Prime. It jumped back from the dead. And I'll lose to Prime. Soulbow Cash, because I just grabbed it. Alright, let's test the stamina. It's not gonna OS it, just so we're clear, but it's just to kind of goof on Pro. Yeah, at least if it had like an attack combination. It could have done something. Like variable dash. They really should have just given it, I don't know, but then after the Venom's not really, but then after they didn't have to do Venom there, they could have just matched it different, whatever. Anyways, recommended combination. Knockout on the convert disc, on quick dash or extreme dash. Very, very solid, and then after you either could, when eventually Devilos comes, you could do it with Devilos / Diabolos 1. So that is the one that's on Venom / Erase. Other one, I guess maybe the Achilles and Goku, if they ever do Goku, I guess. Anyone still uses the app, there you go. I recommend it. I recommend it. I think it is solid. Again, I give credit where credit's due. And yeah, so we've pretty much done already our review of Tact. Make sure to check that out. There's this one. Venom at the time of this recording is probably going to be a little bit later. Either way, I think Venom is probably the weakest in the wave. And make sure to check out our store where you can pre-order Hello Kitty and the launcher stuff. And there's other DB, TAKARA, TOMY stuff, BU stuff. So thank you for watching. Here's to hoping not only for Pro Series to continue to at least be consistent and try to be pretty good, but also hoping this is not just like this wave doesn't have teeth wear and the next wave has teeth wear again. Let's hope Hasbro decides no cheapness and hope for the best. So thank you for watching. Please change the combination to something that I recommended and have an amazing day and bye.